Hi, I'm Shayna.
Hi, I'm Shira, and we're from How to ABA and the Behavior Resource.
So, we want to talk about just teaching tips and general teaching tips for teaching kids with autism. So, as we know, we've been in this for a while. Kids with autism are awesome to teach and they learn. In a classroom situation, if you've got 30 kids in a class and, our student with autism is in the class and has never learned to imitate or follow instructions, they're not going to learn in the classroom environment. But teaching one to one and teaching ABA to a student one to one is awesome. The question is, how do we start and where do we start? So, we go in and we talk to parents and we say, okay, here's what you need. We should have a list for that. We need, a small table from preferably IKEA is my favorite store. We need some flashcards and you need some preferred toys. And, hey, what does your kid like? We need to set up some reinforcement. Once you've got all those basics, then how do you teach? Right? I mean, obviously you start play-based, but then when you bring them to the table, what does that look like? We typically tell our parents and the staff we work with, let's get down to the kid's eye level and try and get eye level or eye contact first.
Right. And then you want to break down instructions into the smallest components. So if you're teaching a child to, I don't know, go get dressed, then you want to break that down to be following basic go get instructions. Maybe going to get a preferred item first and then going to get an unpreferred item and traveling longer distances so that eventually they can respond to an instruction like go get dressed. So breaking down those bigger pieces into much smaller component pieces.
And when you're breaking down that instruction, make sure that you keep it simple, stupid, as my high school English teacher would say, KISS. Really trying to make it really basic instructions. So if you've got a kiddo who is language delayed and doesn't speak and doesn't follow a lot of language, if you said, okay, little Billy, go get dressed because it's time to go to school and you have to do this and you have to, wow, that instruction gets lost. But if you can get down to his eye level and you can make sure that he's attending and you say, get dressed, and that's all you say, that would be providing a really great basic instruction.
And then you want to make sure you always follow through. So if you're going to give the instruction, then we're teaching them that words matter, that what we say happens. And we're teaching them the concept of first you do something, then you get something. So if we're teaching them these contingencies, we have to make sure that we are prepared to always follow through. So if we say something like go get dressed and they do nothing, we are going to show them, okay, come, this is how you get dressed. And we might take them by the hand and show them this is getting dressed so that they're hearing that the language is paired with the action and they're learning that we follow through. When someone says something to me, this is what happens.
And along with following through is saying the instruction once and only once. So if Shira were to say, go get dressed, and nothing happens, get dressed, come on, get dressed. What does that child learn? He learns that, number one, I have no idea what you're even talking about, so you need to show me, you need to get down. But number two, if I do know what you're talking about, I can wait till the fifth or sixth time you say it because I'm busy right now. So I think the key components of really effective teaching are, number one, gain attention. Number two, keep it simple. Keep your instruction really basic at the beginning, especially. Number three, follow through with that instruction. Say your instruction once and then follow through and show the student what you're really expecting.